There are hundreds of AI tools that can do the work of an entire support team. Yet most small business owners are still doing everything by themselves. And that's a mistake, because the owners who have the right systems in place right now have a serious advantage, and the gap is growing. If you appreciate this type of content, let me know by gently tapping the like button, and let's get into it. Now, here's what I mean by that. Most small business owners open their doors to do one thing, the work they're good at, the work they love. But somewhere along the way, the business grew, and so did the list of jobs nobody ever hired for. You're doing the books, you're the one making the schedule, you're the one chasing down the payment that's 3 weeks late, you're the one posting on social media at 9 o'clock at night, and you're the one checking on the jobs in the field, placing the supply orders, and sometimes running the register. You didn't hire to do any of these jobs. They just landed on you. And you do most of them because hiring feels too expensive. But here's the thing. It might not be as expensive as you think. Let me show you the math. If you hired a part-time bookkeeper, you're looking at $3,000 a month minimum. A scheduler to manage your appointments and your staff, about $2,000 a month. A collections person to follow up on invoices and make sure the money actually comes in, that's another $2,000, and that's part-time. And a marketing director to handle your social media, your promotions, your ads, that's closer to $5,000 a month minimum. So altogether, that's $12,000 a month just to cover 4 of those roles. And that doesn't even include the field supervisor or the supply ordering. So I understand why you're doing it yourself. The math looks impossible. Let's take a quick break. If any of this is hitting close to home and you want to talk through what the right support could look like for your specific business, I offer a free discovery call, no pressure, just a real conversation. You can book it at paulabidemanconsulting.com. The link's in the description and the pinned comment below. Now, what if you could fill all those roles for under $1,000 a month? That's not a misstatement. Under $1,000 a month. Sometimes much less than that. Because here's what most business owners don't realize. Those functions don't have to be done by people. They have to be done, but the person doing them doesn't have to be a person. So let's go over them real quick. Let's take the bookkeeping function. AI captures your expenses and categorizes all your transactions. It keeps your numbers clean so you always know where you stand. The scheduling function. Appointments get booked, staff gets notified. Nobody has to play phone tag to figure out who's working when. Call-outs are handled. Collections. When an invoice goes past due, a follow-up goes out automatically. You don't have to track it. You don't have to make those awkward phone calls. It just happens. And your marketing, well, your content goes out every single week. Consistent, on brand, even during your busiest seasons. And not because you stayed up late to write it, because the system does it for you. And your field operations and supply ordering, well, there's tools that track what you have. Flag reorders before you run out, and show you job statuses without you having to pick up the phone. Now, the honest truth, there is a learning curve. Getting these systems set up, it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. But here's the difference between doing it yourself forever and setting it up right once, when it's built correctly. It runs without you having to touch it every single day. And that time you get back, well, that's time for your family and for yourself, for the work you actually opened your doors to do. Think about what that peace of mind is worth. Which one of those roles do you need off your plate the most right now? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want to see how I'm building this consulting business while still working full-time, I made a video on exactly that. You can check it out by clicking right here.